Okay, so Boruto episode 3 is out, and it's kind of sad, but looks like burgers have replaced ramen. Yeah, pretty sad. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so this is Boruto episode 3 review. Metal Lee Goes Wild. I think it was another good episode of the Boruto anime. It was about like Lee, like Metal Lee, and his character development, I guess. But we didn't find out anything about his parents, which we all kind of assume are Ten Ten and Rock Lee. Okay, so let me like summarize the episode and give you like a quick synopsis and my thoughts on it. So in the beginning of the episode, there was this dark monster, which is probably what was controlling Denki and Metal Lee during this episode. At first, like from the other episodes, I thought it would be Orochimaru, but that definitely wasn't Orochimaru. After that, we see Boruto and his classmates doing shuriken training, and Jin and Shikadai are good because their parents make them practice. Like I guess they have more natural talent than Sai, well, Ino and Shikamaru, because their parents are like elite Jonin or whatever, even though their parents were elite Jonin. But, anyways, so then Metal Lee goes, and he's pretty good too, because it was good just like a cough cough 1010, which everyone believes is his mom. Then well, I'm hoping it's his mom. Anyways, then Boruto comes with his demon wind shuriken that he found in a locker, which actually belonged to Iwabe. Then Metal Lead tries to stop it, but people are watching him, so he gets nervous and chokes under the pressure. And he like gets caught in it, spins it, and flies. Then Shino comes and sees them and says they have to go to the principal's office or his office, whichever. Then he's like, "I've pulled my fair share of pranks when I was young," and I'm like, "No, you didn't. I was there. I've seen them fuse screen time. I'm pretty sure all of Shino's screen time is at least like an hour, maybe like three at most." Anyways, then he tells them to work on the Hokage stone faces that Boruto destroyed in the first episode. While they're on break from like fixing the stone faces, we see Iwabe, who's like the bad guy from the last episode. Well, he was kind of just like the school bully, and he's just hanging out with them like the entire last episode didn't happen. Anyways, then Metal League gets stressed because he's like, it's only his side left to finish, and then he breaks the stone face of Naruto. Well, he breaks a piece of it. And then on the way home, Boruto tries to cheer him up, but Shikadai tells him that just working hard isn't enough, and that unless he gets over his nervousness, that his training is useless. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty harsh. Then, cause when Inojin has to say that's no way to talk to someone, it's bad. Like Shikadai didn't hold back at all. Then instead of us following Metal Lee home, we follow Shikadai home, which was cool, I guess. But I guess they don't want to show us anything about Metal Lee yet, because I guess the creator, like the manga writer, hasn't given them permission or whatever, and I guess it wouldn't be canon anyway. I'm not too sure. Anyways, when Shikadai gets home, Tamare's there, and he's like, "So you got in trouble in school again?" And it's been great seeing her again too. The time skip has done her justice. Thumbs up. Anyways, then Shikamaru comes and is like, "That's how you learn in the academy." And Tamare's like, "You're too easy on him." And then she's like, "No dinner for both of you." And I'm like, "Damn, sucks for them." Anyways, the next day, Shikadai tries to apologize to Metal, but Metal Lee is under the control of the same shadow mind controlling thing that Denki was under control of, and Boruto notices with his like Tenseigan. Well, people are calling it a Tenseigan, but I think it's just like an evolution of the Byakugan because of the Uzumaki bloodline. Lots of people are speculating on that too, because to have the Tenseigan, he would have to have Otsuki blood, and for it to be the Tenseigan, he would have to be an Otsuki, and he would have to take the Byakugan from someone else. I believe, well, that's how it happened in the movie, and the pattern doesn't match at all. Anyway, since Metal Lee is under the control of the Shadow or whatever, he tries to fight Chikadai and the others, and they could. Boruto and Ino didn't count on Chikadai to come up with a strategy. I'm like, yep, just leave it to him. And he's just like, you know what? Run for now. I'm like, okay. Anyways, then, but later, Chikadai comes up with like this genius strategy, and I love how it's great how they can make they can create good fights without making them flashy. Not to mention they have Boruto, Shikadai, and Inojin together. They make a pretty good team, but we already know what their future teams are. So, anyways, moving on. Then Metal Lee's power gets out of control. I think he opens like one of the inner gates. It's probably one of the first three, I'm guessing. And I'm like, why would Lee teach him that? And he's not even a Genin yet. Anyways, I wonder if Metal Lee can also use ninjutsu or not. I feel like he can, but they're just saving it for later. Because 3 generations of Guy Sensei is a bit much, even though Guy Sensei is alright. Anyways, then Shikadai loses his grip on Metal Lee, but before Metal Lee can attack them, he trips and gets sent flying, and then like the evil presence is gone. Then Shikadai apologizes to him, and then they go to class. Then when Boruto gets home, he like stares at Himawari because I guess he's trying to figure out the Byakugan and how it works or whatever. Because in case you forgot, Boruto has seen Himawari use the like full complete Byakugan before in the episode the special for the Naruto the movie. Naruto becomes Hokage, and she was able to use the full complete Byakugan and knock out Naruto for that entire day. Anyways, then he asks his mom questions about the Byakugan and how it works, and she talks about chakra. Then he like starts to figure it out, but before he can ask a question, he's cut off by Naruto, who comes home from his dream job of being the Hokage. And then Boruto's upset because Naruto just goes straight upstairs without eating or anything. The next day, Boruto, Shikadai, and Inojin are playing games, but Metal Lee catches them. But then they somehow convince him to like try to play, but then they cheer him on, and he gets stressed, and he ends up breaking their Boruto system. Then, then they call him to class, and they leave or whatever. Anyways, that's it for like my synopsis review and thoughts. So yeah, I'm really waiting for Mitsuki to come in the future episodes. I'm not sure when he's gonna come though. I want to know like how they're gonna introduce him into the series or whatever. But for the next episode, it looks like it's gonna be Sarada versus Boruto in a battle of the sexes. So I'm calling it now. Sarada is just gonna beat Boruto. Boruto probably has nothing on her right now, not without the Rasengan or him being able to use his Byakugan or whatever. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that fight. Anyways, like and share the video. Thanks for watching, and bye. Before I start this review, I just want to say one thing. Konohamaru for 8th Hokage, because he was too awesome during this episode. Anyways, let me start. Okay, so today I'll be reviewing Boruto Episode 3, A Ninjutsu Battle of the Sexes. This episode I really liked this episode, mostly because Konohamaru was awesome in it, and because like they were in school more, so we got to learn more of like each character's personalities and stuff like that, which I don't think we're really gonna get in the manga unless they can all fit this in, or it's just gonna like go by like how it did in Naruto. Anyways, like I said before, Konohamaru was too good in this episode. He made Shino basically look like trash the entire time. Especially especially when he summoned, like he came looking like a sage when he summoned his frog. Some people might not like Konohamaru's summoning because they wanted him to have like the third Hokage summoning, which was the monkey slash ape, gorilla, whatever. But I think it's fine because Konohamaru looked up to Naruto more than he did the third Hokage at one point. Because I guess he knew Naruto longer than the third Hokage, and Naruto like taught him like the Rasengan and all types of stuff, like the sexy jutsu, I guess if you want to count that. Well, he did teach it to him. Like Naruto's his mentor, and he always calls Naruto his brother, and they have a really close relationship because I guess he's known the third Hokage since he was born, but now the third Hokage is gone, so he's known Naruto longer. So then we're told that they're going to be practicing their summoning, and then I see Boruto says that he wants to summon a snake because he thinks it's cool, and then the other guys are like they want to summon spiders and gorillas and all types of other stuff too. And then like the girls complain, but then the guys say it doesn't matter as long as it's strong or whatever. So then Shikadai starts talking about how his mom summoned something too. But I was like, then Metal Lee says something, and I was ready for him to start talking about 1010. But Shikadai says something instead. And I guess Boruto and Sarada don't really know what their parents' summoning are. I don't even think they know how strong they actually are. Because during Boruto the movie, I don't think Naruto or Hinata ever told them about the Nine Tails or anything related to it. I'm pretty sure they just know that their parents are just good ninja and stuff like that. I'm also surprised they didn't bring Tenten to do the summoning because she should have been like a legendary ninja. Well, I'm not sure she's that legendary, but she did have like one of the Sage of Six Paths weapons or tools that she collected during the Fourth Great Ninja War. So, and her thing is summoning ninja tools. So, yeah. But I guess since Konohamaru is like a student of Naruto's, he's a better suit or whatever. Then Konohamaru talks about with Chino and says that everyone's full of energy, and then Chino's like maybe too much energy, and then Konohamaru reminds him that his generation was full of rivalry, which was mostly just Sasuke and Naruto. It was basically the Naruto Sasuke show for the longest time. Anyways, Shino was the farthest from rivalry out of like all of the Kahona 11. The only one like more far from rivalry than him is probably Sai or something. Or maybe Joji, I don't know. Anyways, then we see Boruto and Sarada fighting over a yakisoba bun because there's only one left because Chocho bought them all. And I'm like, oh, yep, real life struggles. Here we go. Anyways, then the other girls come and say and asks if this is like from what started earlier, and then Iwabe says that they should fight to clear the air. I knew he was that one bad guy. Like he's the Vegeta Zoro type guy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, then Shino comes and says that he'll set up a battleground for them to fight, and then they have to capture the flag to decide the winner. I was expecting a Boruto and Sarada one on one, but they're gonna work as boys and girls teams to capture the flag. I guess that's okay. Then Iwabe is looking like some kind of commander and puts up his mud wall, which Chocho knocks down. Then we see that Shino is actually examining all of them to see how strong they are, which is probably why he allowed the fight in the first place. Then Shino starts to talk about the three-man cells, but nobody really cares because he's Shino and they all leave. It's because he's Shino. That's really all it is. Anyway, but I think Iwabe, Denki, and the class rep will probably be a three-man cell too, because we already know what the other three-man cells are. Shikacho and then Naruto, Mitsuki, and Sarada. So I'm guessing they're the only like new filler characters. I guess they give screen time. So I guess they're gonna be made into a three-man cell too. Then later we see Boruto, Shikadai, and Inojin coming up with a plan to beat the girls. And their plan is basically to summon a frog, a snake, or something to try to scare them. And then when Boruto tries to summon, he summons a snake's, like a really big snake or whatever, snake monster chakra. And so when he summons it, it like destroys the roof and sends Chocho flying off the roof. But Boruto manages to save her along with the others. from falling off the roof. But then the giant snake tries to like attack them again, and then the hero, the MVP of this episode, Konohamaru comes and saves them with a Rasengan. That was definitely my favorite part of the whole episode. Without a doubt, Konohamaru's come a long way, definitely. I think he's grown in a way more than Naruto would have at that age, but we haven't seen Naruto at the age Konohamaru is at, and their like stories are completely different. Anyways, then surprisingly, the class rep gets the flag and the girls win. And then they all get along or whatever. Then Chino tries to sound wise, but Shikamaru explains what he was trying to do better than him. And the school ends up destroyed and the episode ends. So yeah, this was definitely a really good episode. I'm not sure where I'd place it for these first 4 episodes so far, but it was definitely good. In the next episode, it's finally time. He's finally gonna be coming. The person we've all been waiting for, Mitsuki, is finally coming in the next episode. So I've been definitely waiting for him to appear. I wasn't sure when he was gonna come or anything, but I'm glad he's finally coming. I wonder if he's connected to like the chakra snake or whatever, but we'll find out in the next episode. So thanks for watching my review. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Follow me on Twitter at DannyLuxray. Thanks for watching and bye.